and welcome on top of the Good Morning Naija Extra show. My name Naseyene, the last born. How you day? How body? Hopes everything casual. As usual, I always remind you, say, you know the way the country today, now all of us, we dey live on daily dose of God, I beg. So don't forget to collect 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, 2 in the night. And overdose is not a problem. On that level, they welcome you on top of the show this ganshous morning. As usual, every time when I appear for your screen like this, suppose not say get something really important where we need to talk about. Maybe say normally you know for the think, even if they think you don't the reason say okay, this is what they think now. I not just want to sit and read out for book, but for like to hear from the mouth of a professional or hear from person who sabi this thing very well, so that for know how I want to take wakaram together. That's now why I dey always dey on top of your screen on top of Wazobia Max TV. Today on the show, we're going to talk about overcoming mental block. Do you know there's something like that, mental block? Make a note to talk. And to follow me talk this get topic, of course, I get one very beautiful guest with me for inside the studio. So I don't go one unveil now. I guess first go break, come back, make I sip my coffee first there. And then when we come back, we'll continue. Now still Wazobia Max TV with us. And of course, the Good Morning Naija Extra. When they come back, no go anywhere. Welcome back, still on top of the Good Morning Naija Extra. My name is Naseyene, the last born. Today on the show, we want to talk about overcoming mental block, the power of clarity in achieving success. Yes, anything where you do, you suppose achieve success, and you need clear mind to achieve that success. So follow me talk this talk for inside the studio. Of course, I get self-mastery coach and also a peak performance strategist. If you know say your hand not they too busy, help me put them together. Pam 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 pam. As I welcome Ifeoma Adefemi.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm just smiling.
How are you smiling?
The flow of the pidgin English.
The flow.
Oh, hey, as the pidgin English they take come out. It just the flow.
It is sweet to have
It is sweet to me.
Aww, I like your frame. It's really
Thank
beautiful.
you.
And you look good.
Thank you.
Oh, how is everything?
I did. Is that English or pidgin English now?
Anyone? I did not pidgin English now.
So let me make my flow. I did.
Okay, so hope say when you dey come, you be no day too stressful.
No, pretty much.
It was really fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've been saying if I see the first question, I go first ask you.
Okay.
Now, self-mastery coach. What do you mean for somebody to be self-mastery coach? How do you do that?
Like the word says, master yourself. More like perfect and intrapersonal communication.
Oh, okay.
Have these communications with yourself.
That's board meeting with yourself alone.
That's the exact word. Like one person gets it. That's the exact word I use. Board meeting with your internal members.
Okay.
Master yourself. It's in perfecting interpersonal conversations that you can now perform well interpersonally.
Okay. When you mean interpersonal
intrapersonal conversation.
Like intrapersonal only.
Then once you perfected that one within yourself, you've mastered yourself, you're in control of yourself.
Okay.
That's only when you can be a better mother, a better wife, a better colleague at work. That's the interpersonal one.
Okay.
Can then seamlessly.
And then peak performance strategist. How do you do that one?
So that's typically, everybody wants to be at optimum. Everybody wants to be optimal. Everybody wants to be productive. Everybody wants, to perform at their peak.
Okay.
But there's usually something holding them back.
Okay.
Their mindset, mental block. It could be anything.
Mental block now, one of those things. Thank you so much. You just mentioned mental block. So you go, the first question I'm going to ask you is, what is mental block and how we take the inter people performance?
So now I'll define in pidgin. Mental block na that thing where they block our mind.
Okay.
Be like paper see hit head forward.
Okay.
Have you been in school back then? You go to write even a YX, do you know YX?
Or they write exam.
You go to remember spelling of what?
Or you go to tell person say spell IT.
Something you typically know how to do before.
Okay.
But there will just be a block, more like a freeze.
Okay.
That is typically a mental block. And most times, imagine when you have a goal. You don't get goal for either the year or maybe KPI for work, or you don't even as a mother, you might have, goal something you want to do for your
children.
You could just freeze. you just, at that point, the thing where you sabi do before, you know go fit do. I'm not like you are learning something new, but the thing where we say you sabi do before is like right hand to you. You just, everything will just freeze. You know go fit do.
You know go fit do. So I don't know. So when they give this explanation, the picture where they for my head now, like you do something for kitchen, and then you remember saying so you get something you're supposed to do for room, or you won't go room, go carry something, and then you can't leave your kitchen, can't enter the room. As you enter, you can't think, wait I can't carry.
Yeah. So
is that mental block?
It's a part of it.
It's a part of it. Yeah. Oh, so it really, of course, it go hinder performance because at that point they waste time we suppose don't do something else without even knowing.
Yeah. And they happen in very subtle. Of course, the word mental block, typical Nigerians, we fear anything we get mental for fun.
Of course.
They be like a mad person.
Yeah.
So it looks very scary. But at times it might be as little as with my phone, with my key, and you're holding your key to define your key.
Yeah.
Or you use the phone touch to find your phone. No, so it can be anything, and it happens to the best of us.
See, that way they talk, I don't remember scenarios. Don't get ones with my phone, my back pocket. And they turn around, scatter almost the entire house. They find the same phone. Right. So that can be mental block. Yes. So mental block gets different types?
Not necessarily types, but it varies.
Okay.
Some can be as bad as, imagine if person where they write, if he be a writer, a movie writer, a script writer, a novel writer, we get block. She's more like done.
Okay.
Now, you can't compare that to who they use touchlight fine phone.
Okay.
You see that,
They get different categories.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So make we talk about, say most people, they struggle with self-doubt and, of course, the fear of failure. So I want to just ask, how gaining clarity if you help them push through this kind of limitation?
Clarity as a topic.
Yes.
Now something we say is very important to me.
Okay.
Really, really important to me. Because for every of my coaching journey with anybody, if you be client now, you want coach with me, the first thing we will start with na clarity. Everybody needs clarity. Person where they overwhelmed needs clarity.
Okay.
Person where get self-doubt needs clarity. Person where get goal, we want to achieve that particular goal needs clarity. Most times, ambiguity is the opposite of clarity.
Okay.
When things are ambiguous, they're typically big. They're typically maybe vague. It could be in the sense of, like you said, self-doubt. And I've firsthand gone through self-doubt.
Oh, okay.
Maybe say, I did tell one of people I was talking to before this courage, say, I've been makeup artist before. And she asked me, waiting make me stop makeup. Amongst plenty other things, self-doubt was major. Maybe say, even before the industry bring you down, before your colleagues bring you down, you don't bring yourself down.
Yeah.
You don't get beliefs where they limit you. But sitting down with a coach, maybe even a self-mastery coach or a life coach or a mind coach, when I go sit down, analyze that thing where they hold you back. Analyze that thought where they make you doubt yourself. Analyze whose voice be that voice. I'm not enough. I'm not beautiful enough. Whose voice be that voice? That voice, what was the origin of it? Where did it start? In what scenario did the person say that thing to you? That person will even talk that thing to you. Waiting be the belief where that person gets. We make them talk that. You see,
as who that person be for your life?
For your life. In my case, it was really worse because it was my mom's voice.
Oh.
Right? And this was my mom telling me I was very ugly.
I see.
And that held me back. So imagine as a makeup artist, I believe I'm ugly. I believe I'm not good enough. That self-doubt, in turn, has made me a very insecure person, right? And I'm trying to beautify you. I'm trying to gas you up. I'm trying to make you be what I am not.
Yeah.
You see how there will be misalignment of values go this day. And when those goals and values no align, it will cause a burnout.
Okay.
So even if self-doubt just comes off as, I don't believe in myself.
Yeah.
You get some thoughts where they come to my mind where we say, well, I know to believe that my mama they talk you get like a long extension where we say it will lead to a burnout eventually. So sitting with somebody, asking all those powerful questions, getting to the root cause of those issues, where it from come, timeline, emotional things that happen when those things happen, gives huge clarity. Now you understand that no be until my mama comes sit down in front of me, tell me, say, oh, nee, you're now beautiful. That's not when I will start being secure. Clarity then makes me understand that, okay, I'm the one holding myself back. Because what she has said, but I believe it.
Okay.
Right? So now, is in clarity, that I now say, okay, she used to call me ugly, but I allow that make me insecure. Only me can disallow it, make me insecure. Now I have power. Now I can work on my self-doubt. Okay. But just working on self-doubt from motivational speaking and reaffirmation and beautiful is like solving something on the surface. Okay. It's not mirage. You know when they travel, yes, you go to see water for there.
Yeah. Yes, if you reach, you know, say you will see water no day.
You know day. Now like me person bath today, can't say as beautiful as bath is, I don't go to bath every day. Motivational speaker and like bath, you go to bath every day, to be clear. But for something like coaching, you guys go to the roots. Find out when that voice first starts. Ask question. For all you care, that person where they talk you get reason why they talk because we do the best we can with resources available to us at the moment. Okay. That person where they talk case in point, my own mom, why should they talk with she they talk? We say that time, if you tell girl we fine, say she fine. You go enter her head.
She can't misbehave.
So see how I held her in my head, whereas
she was trying to break those wings before the wings come up.
You see the good intention. Every behavior has positive intention. So most times self-doubt gets to the root cause of it.
Okay, so for somebody to gain clarity, must the person talk to a coach? Where is not the way the person fit do these things without talking to a coach?
So now, it's advisable to talk to a coach.
But some persons can't afford it.
Some people can't afford coaching. So again, interpersonal communication. Okay. Learn to do that board meeting we talked about. They ask
so that's where self-mastering comes in.
Yes. They ask yourself some kind of questions. Self-awareness is beautiful. Self-awareness is powerful. Self-awareness is key. If there's something I used to say even before I became a coach. If I deceive everybody for this life, Ifeoma, when you get home, when you look at the mirror, hope you are not deceiving yourself. Hope you know joy and put for the list of people who you want to deceive. If you can ask yourself questions, this problem, what is it not? What is it? Because typically when I have conversations around limiting beliefs, which is something like self-doubt, hold that limiting belief. Look at it.
Yeah.
Ask yourself, what is this belief?
Yeah.
Identify that belief. Try and challenge that belief is false. Because the truth is, if you want that belief to be real, it would be real. Case in point, I didn't do this project because I'm bad at time management. If you believe that you are bad at time management, you become that person that is automatically bad at time management. But ask yourself, I believe I'm bad at time management. When is it not true? Has there been times when I've set my heart to a particular project and time didn't hold me back? Okay. If you can, see, this is you asking yourself.
Yes.
If you can have those conversations, sit down with yourself, question it, challenge it. When did this thing start? Who would first talk? The person will talk, who will be? Which kind of mindset that person gets? Okay, now when the person don't talk, I don't believe him. As I believe him, it help me. If you don't help me, may I drop him? Because what's the point of a belief that you're hugging and you're associated and you're holding on to? Just because it feels good to identify by this thing as an excuse. And yet it's holding you back. So isolate those beliefs. Things like self-doubt. Isolate that thing you tell to yourself. Ask yourself, not true? Are there times, things like ugly, me believing I'm ugly, are there times when somebody has seen me and said, you're so beautiful? The person there have a reason to lie to me. So if you isolate...
stranger when no know you, just tell you, say you're beautiful.
So really, but of course, there's a tendency to keep holding back to that one. But if you keep having those internal thoughts, they ask yourself, is true? You know true? When has it been false? Ask those questions.
Those questions, you really, really
on your own, without a coach, at least start something.
Since when I just hear the definition of this mental block, I don't think of all the times where I don't get mental block. And I did sure say don't be only me sit down for this couch. People plenty will follow me sit down for this couch. Okay, so we need to go small chickily break. Then when we come back, we'll come to look at how strategies where we tackle this way they call mental block. Okay. We'll do them when we come back right. Okay. So not go anywhere when they come back right about now. Welcome back. Now still the Good Morning Naija Extra show with us. And my name Naija, the last one. Of course, my very beautiful guest, Ifeoma Adefemi, is today with us for Inside the Studio. And she's looking so pretty, sitting so pretty, speaking so pretty. She's smiling so pretty too. Okay, so we're talking about mental block in case you just tune in. And of course, our guest, self-mastery coach, Naishibi, and also performance strategies. Probably you just dey hear some of these things for the first time, like me. I no go shame to talk am, so I just hear them for the first time. But of course, I think she's doing humanity a lot. Thank you so much. God bless you. Okay, so back to wetin we dey talk about, wey be overcoming mental block and the power of clarity in achieving success. Because with wetin we don talk so far, for you to achieve success, you guys dey focus, and if you get mental block, you dey lose focus. So wetin be some of the key strategies wey person fit use to avoid that, or wey person fit use when they get mental block? So 2 questions in one: how to avoid having mental block, and when you're having it, how you take fit comot.
So I think it will be typically about, like, it feels important, typically the same thing.
Okay.
Where sometimes let's not even talk about avoiding it yet, but how to typically overcome it.
How to overcome first.
Yes. I started one by saying challenge it.
Yes.
Yeah. But also what can help you prevent a deep burnout, like I said, like a spectrum, to prevent that huge burnout, because I've had a burnout before.
Okay.
They don't give trophy for who carry, like how food is ever. Come carry the whole ever, swallow them
At once.
You go, they break them.
Guys, they cut and small
pieces. So whatever task it is that you have, break into bite chunks, like break into little pieces. I do something called goal setting, and I do it for kids. And I typically I do it for my son when he's resuming school. We are resuming school. A goal for the whole term looks very huge and big and ambiguous, and it can be overwhelming, because at times overwhelm now they cause this mental block part.
Okay.
So me and him go sit down. I go ask him, this 3 months goal, which is 1 term, what you want to achieve? You go talk him. What you want to achieve in 1 month, which is by continuous assessment.
Yeah. You
go talk him. Okay, now apart from this goal where you want to achieve, there's something called a performance goal. Who you want to become in order to achieve this goal. I want to be a diligent person. I want to be, you go list everything.
They mention things they want to do.
So in order to become this person and to achieve this one goal, what can you do in a week that can lead you to this goal? Okay, you want this by the week. What can you do in a day? And if you they advise that person, you no go to stay. Because just like if I carry go buffet now, as beautiful as everything we did the buffet day, you go just say, oh, it's beautiful. You know, if you chop everything.
Yeah.
Now so advice me. If I give you everything, you know, go feel remember everything. But you see that one where you tell yourself, as you use your tongue, count your seats. Now that one you go remember fast.
Okay.
That's why that conversation where we talk with yourself,
okay,
they important. So break all those big goals, break it into bits. To the point where me and my son, we then broke it into daily goals.
Okay.
Where any note where you write today, you go read today.
Oh.
And I talk, I'm not be me advisor. So easy for him to keep up. Once, and I asked her how you want to do, and when you come back, how he arranged his day. You see how that it makes the whole CA no go be one overwhelming thing.
Yeah.
Exam no go day overwhelming.
Because you don't already they prepare, gradually they come.
So now, so you also break them down. Okay. And even in breaking it down, now this is easy to explain because in secondary school, if you be person where they work, if you be as a housewife, if you be a makeup artist, a photographer, if you be anything, even when you break them down, they no go call police for you to tell you where to start from. You feel choose to start from the hardest parts. You feel choose to start from the lowest parts.
Okay.
Some people go say, how can I multitask? They know they give gifts for who they multitask pass. If multitask go give you mental, leave them, do one at a time. Some of all these things are conditioning. Environment don't make us feel say, now we multitask the intelligent part. Now if you do 5 things at a time, they smart part.
Yeah.
If you do 5 things at a time, and you know give your best, now that one come better pass. So break things down into tiny chunks. Okay. And another strategy can be, you are not a tree, move. If you are here, you dey bang your head, waiting be, take a walk. Try another method. What resources do you have that can achieve that same thing for you? But most times we are stuck in, I must do it this way. Now so our papa don't do them. Now so our mama don't do them.
Same pattern.
Who hand over to me now so I must do them. We do the best we can with the resources available to us. The question is, are you aware of the resources you have? And what are you doing with the resources that you have? The person with the most flexibility controls the system. So how flexible are you? What are you doing? That flexibility, no be to they do yoga or to they move around. In flexibility, you're emotionally intelligent. In flexibility, you're emotionally aware. In flexibility, you are self-aware. So that self-awareness, waiting you they use and do.
Okay.
The resources waiting you. So what in how you are, don't be too rigid. In the I must do it how the oga will hand over to me. They do break things into break things into bits. Start with what is convenient for you and be flexible.
Be flexible.
Then move again. Even in your flexibility in strategy, also even in your body. If you are writing, you are doing a work, particular task. If it feels like there's a block,
if you know the flow,
take it stroll.
Stand up.
Take it stroll.
Distract yourself.
Listen to music. Do something else. It can even be work again. At times when I'm working on a particular thing and it feels
it's not flowing,
I just move to another type of work. It doesn't. Again, that's if you are pressed on time. The whole thing where you do arrange. Move to a particular, move, right? I think those four. Then challenge those thoughts that are holding you back.
Okay.
Typically,
then challenge
for now.
So that's now the strategies on how to take fear, overcome mental block. So how will take fear, avoid them totally? Can we link the same thing? The same strategy also will help you avoid them from coming.
It can in a way, especially if you know you are prone to it.
Okay.
Just like person they get high blood pressure. Say, okay, you don't want to be on meds. Well, I'm not going into the medical line of it. Yeah. But there are things you can also do to prevent, maybe like salt intake. But at the same time, who gets high blood pressure, they avoid salt to overcome them. But who don't know, say, are they prone to them? When no one get them, they avoid them as well.
Also, okay.
If it's exercises, who get them, they exercise. Who no one get
themselves go exercise.
You understand? So
again, two things will work for themselves. So you mentioned multitasking.
Yeah.
So because me, I'm guilty. I like doing different things at the same time. Like I just be one person beside people put for fire, they wash clothes.
But if it works for you, it's fine.
So that's now why I want us, because sometimes at the end of the day, I get overwhelmed. I get tired because I'm like everywhere at the same time. So I just want to ask, since you're a professional, of course, with peak performance, is multitasking bad?
So now, I'll ask you something. People that know me know it. I say, if it's not a sin, if it's not a crime, there's no wrong or right. There's no bad or good. If it's not a sin, if it's not a crime, it's not bad. I'm not a binary person. I'm not a black or white person. The question I'll ask you is it holding you back? Does it empower you? Does it disempower you? Does it serve you? Does it not serve you? So in this case in point, as an example I always use, somebody maybe comes to meet me and say, I don't like that I'm opinionated, I want to work on it. So the next question I ask is, because they think it's bad, because somebody else has said, oh, your opinion is it holding you back? Is it empowering you? Because we need to find out why is the problem.
But you need to learn to manage it.
So that's it. It's in finding out why is the problem, how is the problem for you that will now find out how to manage it. Case in point, if you own a fashion house now, and you are looking for a stylist that would, freely express herself, be creative, air her opinion. If there are two people standing in front of you, they are equally good, and one person is opinionated and the other is not opinionated, who would you choose?
I don't know. Maybe I'll pick the one that is opinionated.
Because in this case, it serves you.
Yes, it serves me. And of course, people that are opinionated, I actually don't really have an issue with them. If you can prove a point and I sit down, I look at what you're doing, analyze, waiting you, they talk, and I see say it makes sense, I'll go.
So now, that's what I'm saying. If she carries a burden of is a bad thing, she won't be able to know how to walk with it to her advantage.
Of course.
But if you're asking her how is it a problem for you, and you know how, and you let her know that this same thing, because most times what is our strength is our weakness. Like this multitasking thing. If I have a project and people are coming here for project management for me to employ them, I'll pick someone that multitasks. And now
it's
someone else.
Strength.
Exactly. So if you can focus on how it empowers us and not on how it's not, and
so pay attention to the positive side and leave the negative side.
No, you don't leave it.
Oh, okay.
If you focus on how it empowers you, you would, from the negative side, now make that a strength. Look for how to work that into
push them together.
The empowerment.
Okay, so I just need to ask you this real quick. As with your experience as a clarity coach, what be some of those things where you feel say they shift people, like what be the biggest, I don't know as I want to put this thing, the biggest mindset shift where people need to unlock their potentials?
The biggest mindset shift.
Yes.
That at least if I were to pick one, it might not be the biggest.
How many? Okay.
There are a couple.
Oh yeah.
Right.
List
No,
them.
we cannot. It's not a list.
Oh, okay.
Because it's particular to individuals.
Okay. So let's just talk about them.
So let me just talk about a major one for the sake of time. A major mindset shift that I would say everybody can benefit from.
Okay.
Is putting yourself at cause. I would explain.
Explain, please.
You see this conjunction called because.
Because.
It's a beautiful conjunction. You don't say, when we're in school, you don't start a sentence with because.
Because.
You know, as beautiful as that conjunction is, it holds us back.
Okay.
From peak performance, from productivity, from acceleration. It holds us back. Why didn't you get here on time? Because there was traffic. Why didn't you do? Because. Why didn't you wash the clothes? Because. And most times, like case in point, the example I give, how that I was insecure for a long time.
Yeah.
Because my mom used to say I was ugly. Everybody that hears that says it's unfair to have her remove that because. Are you trying to say that she's the reason why she's insecure? Are you blaming her for what her mom did to her? But that's not it's not a blame game.
Okay.
It's not a blame or fault game.
Yeah.
If you put because, you are pointing to somebody. And I'm not saying, oh, don't point to the person. It's unfair to say, how can your mommy call you easy? How can your mommy call you ugly? She's the one that gave birth to you. How can, and now you're now to say, am I now to be blamed if I don't say it's my mom? No. There's the part where people are responsible for your scars.
Okay.
But ultimately, you are responsible for your healing. But if you don't remove that because, it would be a burden and, it will keep weighing you down. Why are you not doing well? Because. Why are you not doing it? Because my husband talks to me. Why are you not? Because my son is special needs. Why? There's always a because. But if you remove the because and take charge, be in control. That's what I meant by the person with the most flexibility controls the system.
Yeah.
That's the part of the flexibility part. Where I say, my mom used to call me ugly, but I allow that make me insecure.
Okay.
You see that I've removed the because to being in charge, to being responsible for the result I seek, which is security. I wanted security so bad, but if I keep waiting for my mom to sit down here and say,
and start telling you,
you are so fine now, that might never happen.
And even if she tells you, you might not believe her
anymore because she said it so long, but that can't happen. So I'm not saying, your mom, remove your mom from it. What can you do for yourself? Take power back. Take the baton of security back from your mom. Because really, I'm this because I was raped. Am I saying the rapist is not to be? No, leave that blame part. But how do you change the course of your life from what has happened to you and remove that because? Now say, this happened to me, however, I can do this. This happened to me, but I will choose to do this. You see how you put yourself at course for the goal that you're seeking. You've put yourself at course, meaning you've made yourself responsible for the goal. There's no more traffic. There's no more your autistic son. There's no more the rapist that raped you. There's no more that neighbor that you had growing up. There's no more that pastor that speaks to you anyhow. There's no more that boss that talks to you insensitively. Now, what do I want? I can say what I want in one sentence, and I move towards the direction of what I want. Once you remove because, it's a huge mindset shift that will change your
because. How, so it's, some of these things, when you talk to people, we don't go through some of these things just like you, they will feel, say, this thing be like big work. Like, who they watch you now, if you just talk, say, oh, she they talk like this because, say, she, see that because don't come back again.
But don't worry, you are making an analogy.
Yeah, she they talk like this because, say, she don't feel fight them. Me, I no go feel fight them. So why they talk like that? Now, how self-doubt they come in play? Now, waiting I want to ask you.
So now, maybe you said that thing, it just stick for my head. She they talk like that because she don't fight them. And me, I no go fight them. You don't already kill yourself. Say you no go fight them.
Okay.
So who am I to tell you say you fight them? You're the most powerful person to you. Because think about it. If I come to you now and tell you you are ugly, you go aura for aura, you go
First,
give me
bad
buzz. No, like ugly is even relative.
I understand actually.
Your clothes no fine.
Yeah.
Your teeth they crooked. Your eye get one kind look.
Yeah.
You go give on to me buzz. I mean they call her aura for aura. If you give me, I return it back. You don't allow people talk to you a certain way. you give it back to them. But guess what? You allow you talk to you a certain way. Now you see yourself finish pass.
Now you see yourself finish pass true.
Now, because again, you know what they say, familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
Now you familiar with yourself pass. So as you
Now
were
you
familiar
know
with
you
your
pass.
Now you were familiar with yourself, say I no go fit fight them. I can't tell you say you fit fight them.
Because you don't already register them for inside your mind.
But yeah, but what makes you now, that's why the coaching thing comes to play. If you can pay a coach to help you fight this thing, you don't they already know, say, you won't fight them. No, be say you no go fit, but you won't fight them.
More. This it be like say this one not be really for that Masha. It starts from you believing in yourself and taking away self-doubt. We will grab some more chicken break. When we come back, we'll continue. I know say you self they enjoy the gist the way myself they enjoy, and time just they fly. Why? No go anywhere with they come back. Welcome back. Now still the Good Morning Naija Extra show with this. And my name Naseyene, the last born. And my very beautiful guest today with us for Inside the Studio. In case you just they tune in, we they talk about overcoming mental block, the power of clarity and achieving success. And my beautiful guest, beauty and brain, of course, Ifeoma Adefemi still there for here. How you doing?
Good. I'm enjoying the conversation.
You're enjoying the conversation.
Yes, with your beautiful teeth.
With my beautiful teeth. Oh my God. Thank you so much. You also have beautiful dentition too.
Thank you.
Oh, your own arrangement. My own gets more. You see? Self-doubt.
I like it. You see,
self-doubt. Okay, so now basically this now waiting with the talk, it just play out naturally just about now. But I won't make you before we come up, because it be like our time not so plenty again. I won't make you hammer on how people need to really believe in themselves, because you see that thing will be self-doubt. You know, say you get one typical thing where they happen among us Nigerians.
Yeah.
I don't know if it happen for other, so I don't want to say Africans. I just want emphasize on Nigerians. Maybe say if person tell you, say, oh, I like what you're wearing, you say, this one now can I wear? Do you get? Or the person say, you find, you say, me? Today one don't wear makeup, one don't even to dress, or one never even bath. Now self-doubt still be that.
Yes, of course. Definitely.
So I won't make you really press them small, maybe for like 2 minutes or 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just as an example of these teeth that we talked about.
Okay.
I said I loved your teeth. You said, oh, mine is tighter. Guess what? Because of how tight mine is,
Yeah.
I know they like to chop meat, because meat they enter.
Okay.
So see me, you liked mine, me wishing mine was like yours.
You see?
You see how it is.
Yeah.
So now, and even back to what you talked about, self-doubt. People might say, well, I don't have self-doubt. But self-doubt starts with as little as not being able to accept compliments. And because of how we be for Naija, we go say humility.
Yes.
They're trying to be humble. But those things creep into your mind, small. And small, as you accept them, small, you get used to them, it go build up to a block. And eventually becomes a thing. It can't be overemphasized. Start with as little as when people give you compliments, accept it. I even tell people to even do practical things like, thank you. Like, physically put it in your chest. Thank you. Oh, your teeth, no, thank you so much. Before I would say, these teeth, that's what I would ordinarily say before. This is where I know they feature meat. I would just reply to just cut down the compliment. Oh, thank you so much. And I'm not in a hurry to say back, but first accept it. Now, when you're saying it back, it's from a genuine place.
Yeah.
And I always, wrapping this up, I always say, it's unfair for you to want me to love you if you've not loved yourself.
Because you can't give what you don't.
It's unfair. You're putting pressure on me to give you what you've not given yourself. Even the good book says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. If you're trying to prove something by loving your neighbor so much because they said love, you know, love is this, love is kind, love, and you're loving somebody else, but you've not even, that's one hand where you point, how many they point back at you, and you've not done it back to yourself. It's actually unfair. It makes you subtly manipulative because you're expecting something from me and you've not given yourself. So really, have those conversations with yourself.
Wow.
Let those inner voices inside you that are good, amplify them to be louder. And finally, celebrate the little wins. The little times where you've not doubted yourself, little times when you've believed in yourself, celebrate it.
Right. Try. See this last few minutes is enough for me to put on repeat. Ma just dey, when I get mental block, ma just go dey listen to her because you be like you don't already answer my last question. Because I will want ask you, say, which advice you would give somebody where they feel stuck? You know, you talked about flexibility, yes, movement. You know, when you're stuck, you know go feel move. That's your flexibility, don't they limited. So, what be the advice we give somebody where they stuck, when no feel move forward to feel achieve in dreams? Because I believe as humans, you know, majority, no, I don't know, be everybody get dreams, but majority of persons get dreams. So, what be the advice you could give somebody who don't feel stuck?
Typically, I would say get a coach. Typically, because there's some things you can't do on your own. There's some clarity you can't get on your own. I'll typically get a coach. But like you said, not everybody can afford a coach, right? So in the little way, get a journal.
Yeah.
Get it. And journal doesn't have to be decorated, all those 14,000 naira.
Does not need to.
The souvenir where they give you for party. Nkechi where.
All those are dear mama.
But I'm telling you.
Peter where it's Mary.
Exactly. Get a journal, get a pen, write something. I'm stuck. Ask yourself, why are you stuck? You know, process it.
I'm stuck because
at least put that because. Let's know what the because is. Because you cannot remove because if you don't know what's on the other side of it. Because it's in removing, if it's in knowing what's on the other side of because. Okay, I'm insecure because this happened. You will now know how to flip that because.
Yeah.
But you need to first, there's no failure, only feedback. So that thing you think you failed at, write that failure down.
Okay.
I'm stuck because I think I've done this.
Okay.
I'm stuck because this. Blame everybody. We're starting somewhere, right?
Yeah.
But you're writing them down. Even you too, hearing me, hearing people like me, hearing, you know, conversations like this. When you write them down, you get small guilty conscience. We'll catch
hold you.
But start somewhere. Write down your thoughts. Clarity comes even from writing. Writing reduces a lot of ambiguity because guess what? I saw somewhere that says when you're writing, you are bringing everything in your mind here. Because when it's in your head, it's overwhelming because your eye no fit see am.
Yeah.
You know, say eye dey front. This one day back. So when you write and down, I don't dey see am. You go dey clear.
Okay.
You go come dey ask. You go ask your eye. You clear. You have no clear.
And your eye go answer. Clear. Thank you so much, Ifeoma, for coming through. And let me repeat, you look so beautiful.
Thank you.
You look really. Don't let something. Thank you. Now me and my mentor today. I'll tell my mentor. Say, my mentor must tell me I look beautiful. So I will tell her, thank you.
Like just hug it up.
Oh yeah.
Allow yourself.
Are you a hugger too?
I am.
I am a hugger too.
I feel hugs are
warm. Sweet. Oh. Okay, so thank you so much to you who joined us on the show today. Thank you so much, Ifeoma, for coming through. God bless you and continue the good work where you do, helping people discover themselves. Thank you. Take your flowers. So we'll come your way again on the show. My name is still Sayene, the last born. No go anywhere because Wazobia Max TV there for you 247. Make sure say they follow us on all social media platforms. Till I come again, me and my guests will tell you bye.